Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Pamela with Pamela Making Memories. Let me see if I can give you guys a little bit of extra light. Okay, I don't know, it looks better to me that way. It looks more like, I don't know, the real thing. Okay, so tonight, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I did not think I would ever get the amount of subscribers that I have. So please watch, enjoy. If you like this video, by the time you get to the end or halfway through, if you like it 1 out of 10, please hug that like button. All right, y'all. So here we go. And if you got a nice, kind comment, or if you just want to leave a smiley face or heart, I appreciate that because it lets me know exactly who was watching and who was actually pleased. Let's get into this. All right, so I have been craving this for a while, but didn't feel like putting the time and energy into it. But what I am making is just little hamburger balls. Not the patty. I'm not going to patty them out. I'm not going to mash them or smash them. But I'm just going to make these little balls. And this is grass-fed Angus ground beef, I believe, from Food Lion. And I am making them with mushrooms and scallions, organic scallions, and this is supposed to be organic mushrooms. I need to check the package again. Let's see here. So I'm going to roll these over. I hate cooking in my bathrobe, but I got out of the shower, y'all, feeling so refined and refreshed, and I was like, you know what? I am going to relax and watch me a movie. And then I was like, oh my goodness, those burgers need to be cooked. See, I like that. See that? I like that char on it. I'm going to mash it a little bit and kind of keep it in the center of this frying pan, because this frying pan's too big for this little induction stove. Okay, so ingredients that I used. I'm using my Heinz beef gravy. Let me kind of move that out of the way. Okay. My Heinz beef gravy. My favorite seasonings is Watkins, and some of you probably already know that. But Watkins has this new, let me turn this off, I don't like that glare, has this new grilling hamburger seasoning. And it is organic, which means it has a little less poison. All right, and I'm also adding this right here, which you guys know I love this stuff. I am going to be making some more orders, testing out some more Watkins seasonings. I don't like having glass in the house because this could slip out of my hand for whatever reason and smash all over the place. And I just don't like using glass. Then I also used liquid smoke over the burgers, a little bit of this pure Irish grass-fed butter. This is my favorite butter in the whole world. I love the flavor of it. Let's see here. I prefer my seasonings to be in the healthier plastic. I think this is Hope or number 2 or something like that. Yeah, this is number 2, I believe. So at least I have it in the lesser of the evils with the plastic. Let me see here. I really don't need any other type of seasoning on this stuff. Don't mind this. This is what I watch. I throw something in this little DVD player for when I'm going to be here for a long time cooking. This right here is cauliflower. And I was going to make it like mashed potatoes. But then I said, I love pan, skillet, fried. I just love the flavor that comes out of the skillet. And I love char. So I'm going to make these smashy, mushy, but I want that pan flavored taste. So I got butter in here. And I haven't and salt. And I'm going to just add pepper. because I just want that plain potato flavor. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I really don't, because normally if I buy cauliflower, it's already riced and it's frozen in the bag, and no, it's not organic, unfortunately. But they didn't have it, so the DoorDasher got me the next thing. And so I'm going to have to kind of dice it up a little bit, rice it up a little bit myself. So that's how that is. So we're just going to let that cook a little while. Yeah, we're just going to let that cook a little while. Okay, so when these burgers are done, I am going to pour on the beef gravy and just let it simmer. And I look forward to that. Let's see here. If you have not tried Watkins, please do so. But like I said, I hate that they're in glass. But because all it takes is for me to just make that one mistake. But I have one more spot right here. And I'm going to go and get something else from Watkins, because I really like them. I really do. I just haven't decided what flavor of seasoning I want to get. But I love that right there. And I love Angus ground beef. It is like the only ground beef, really, honestly, that I feel comfortable eating. Lesser of the evils, if you will. All right, so when I come back, we are going to have the completed product, which will be the hamburgers and gravy and the this stuff here. And as you can see, I put a few scallions in here. I'm just gonna have to put a little bit more, but then I kind of changed my mind and said, no, I got the scallions in here, but I got a feeling I will probably add more because I like onions, and I don't want to use the last batch of scallions that I have, so I might just add in yellow onions for this, but it's all good. So I will be back and we will see how this turns out. Y'all, everything is done. We are ready to do a sample test. So we've got I started to like cream these, but I was like, you know what? That means I'm going to have to buy heavy whipping cream, and I don't want that. I just want to keep it as clean as possible. So it's got plenty of butter in it, and it's got seasoning in it. So let us grab a little hamburger here and put this in here. We get us some mushrooms and some scallions. All right, so there is our finished product. All right, so now let's get us a fork and let's see how this turned out. All right, so there it is. Let me turn the little thing on for you. Okay, so here's the texture, and let's make sure that it is well done on the inside. Yes, I don't know what it looks like on your end, but yes, it is definitely well done. No pink. All right, and we got some mushroom and some cauliflower all together on the fork, and let's dig in. I haven't even chewed it yet. Oh my gosh. It's nostalgic. I am so glad I got this because I wanted mashed potatoes. Cauliflower is a very good substitute for mashed potatoes. I love this. This is extremely good. So I used the liquid smoke. We got the scallions. We've got the beef gravy. We got the Watkins whatchamajiggy, and I even put some of this on here, and I put some of this on here. So it has a cheesy effect, a cheddar cheesy effect, and it's just right. It is just right. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Look at that. This is really good. And the fact that I used Angus beef also makes a difference because it's a higher quality beef. I chose the scallions. If you have never had scallions, they are very, very, I can't put it, they're very rich and flavorful. Even a little sweet tang to it. That is definitely a winner. I haven't made this in a very long time. I think I did make a different version of this months ago. And I think I either put it in a short or either I put it in a video. I can't remember. But I like how this turned out. So if you're on a keto journey or a low carb journey, you can get a whole cup of cooked cauliflower for very little carbs. Very little. Like a cup might be 2, you know. And so we got the fat from the burger. We got the fat from the butter. And this is good. The only other carb that we're dealing with is the carb that comes from the gravy. But as you can see, there's not a lot. I'm not like diving into all the gravy. The gravy is there to give it that substance, to give it that extra flavor. And I'm loving the hamburger grilling from Watkins. So this turned out to be really good. The last meal I made, I did not share with you guys, but I made, what do you call it? You ever had barbecue where you have the strained meat and with the barbecue sauce? That's what I did. I made barbecue, but I used it with chicken, and it turned out really good. There might be a little bit left, but that is another really good keto friendly food where you have your chicken breast and you shred it up, put it in your frying pan, flavor it how you see fit to flavor it. Okay? And once you get it to where you want it to be, go on and pour in your barbecue sauce. Okay? Or whatever type of sauce you see fit to put in it. You know? And then you can shred in some onions, dice them up really fine. And it comes out so good. And you just let it sit in that frying pan for a while on medium to low heat. And just let it get thick. Let the sauce get thick. And let it just melt into your shredded chicken. And there you go. You've got your keto-friendly, home-style barbecue foie. Or foie, whatever you call it. You know what I mean? So that's what we do. That's what I do. I experiment with food. I come up with recipes and I come up with things to make it work for me. Rather than going to Beefalo Bob's or Mission Barbecue, I can make my own version right here on an induction stove with a frying pan and the right ingredients. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodbye and let this thing sizzle and sizzle and sizzle and sizzle because I like the gravy to get nice and thick. And the longer that it is on this, just cooking like this, you know, and then look at this. Look, y'all, there's that skillet sludge. I love that stuff. So, yeah, so I'm going to turn this off, let it sit, and we're done. All right, guys, have a great day.